it going, everyone? It's Kyle from Vulcan Props, and welcome back to another day in my life of prop building. When this is being filmed right now, it is May the 5th, and of course that means the day before was May the 4th. I hope you all had an amazing Star Wars day. I really had a lot of fun. I had a really relaxing, chill day with some of my friends. We went to one of our houses, and we just watched a bunch of Star Wars movies. We watched Rogue One, episode 4, 5, and then 6. So we just kind of wanted to capture that trilogy, but then we had to start off with Rogue One because we really wanted it. It just ends so perfectly. So I hope you guys really enjoyed your Star Wars day. Let me know, did you guys watch all the movies? Which order did you watch them? Did you watch episode 7 and Rogue One as well? But then of course we ended off the day, you know, it's not Star Wars, we did end off the day by going to see the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I personally enjoyed the movie. It was hilarious. I loved it. So if you guys get a chance, you should also go and see that if you want. Now it's back to the prop stuff. So what I'm going to try and do today is I'm going to try and cast another helmet, applying some of these new methods and techniques that I've been coming up with to really increase the chances that this helmet's going to come out virtually flawless. So I might cast another Destiny knife today too, but I'm not sure because I already have mine to finish cleaning up and that other one I cast last time to clean up, because I want to actually get mine painted. Like, I actually want to have a finished one for myself. So I have that to do, and then I still have some 3D modeling stuff to do. I'm gonna try and run you guys, well, I might just wait till a bit long, run you guys through the antenna stuff, but if that's starting to get all finalized, I can start 3D printing some of those things, which I'm probably gonna try and do today as well. And I think that's all the stuff that I'm really focusing on today. Don't know if I'm gonna really get to any of the shins. I might be able to do those tomorrow, but we're gonna see where we're at later today. So I'm gonna be back to you guys. What is with the weather today? Jeez, it's cloudy and rainy, and I woke up and it was like misting, and then I heard it raining hard for about 15 seconds, and then it stopped. Why? Alright, so what I've been doing right now is I'm just looking at the dead cast, and I'm just trying to take note of all the areas where there were imperfections, or areas that didn't, areas that just didn't turn out as well as they're supposed to. Taking note of that, been writing all of them down. Trying to estimate the amount of volume I would need, or maybe I can combine that section with another pour. This is probably going to take a lot longer now, but if that means they're going to come out, next to perfect every single time, I am all for that. Alright guys, so time has passed. Actually, a lot of time has passed. Helmet's all casted, it's just sitting and curing now, so I'm gonna wait and show you guys that later tonight, probably in a couple hours, because I'm gonna try and do cleanup on that today. If not, I have Destiny knives to work on as well, but I just don't want to touch it right now. I'm gonna do some digitally doodad stuff. And I'm also currently looking at my Pulse Blade Pilot back kit, and I totally forgot how awesome it is. Like, I spent so much time working on that, and just kind of stopped looking at it. So I gotta, there's a couple things I need to do to that still. But yes, let's go do some of the other stuff today. Let's go. Alright guys, so I've been doing just a little bit of cleanup work on my copy of my Destiny Hunter knife. Really, I don't know, this one, for a first cast, this came out great, just patching up from the seam lines and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna get this one painted and finished for myself and for display for future conventions, and of course for the interwebs. Hopefully I can get this done pretty soon. Don't really have a major deadline for this, but I would like for it to be done reasonably. And I kind of want to build a nice stand, or at least I kind of want to build like two stands. One where it's just kind of sitting nicely at an angle, something sort of like this or so. Have maybe some lights on the bottom, and then of course I want one where it's just sitting like this. Maybe even vertically? Nah, that might be a little weird. Oh, this is a good back scratcher. This totally works, guys. Destiny knife back scratchers, get one right here. Oh, I'm actually gonna go demold that now. So, fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. Hey guys, so it is actually the next day. I apologize, I couldn't finish the vlog out. Last night some family matters kind of came up. So to kind of fill you in on what happened the rest of yesterday, I went ahead and demolded the helmet. Here it is. This is the helmet cast. Basically everything is white, or all the areas I fixed or attempted to fix at least. So like the big white areas here on the sides where there was catching a lot of air bubbles, fix that. But this is still a dead cast. There are some areas where there were voids, they didn't fill in all the way. There are still some micro air bubbles in places, and it's just not up to the level of expectation I have for myself. So I mean, I'm kind of half mad and then half not mad, because the main areas I fixed. My casting process, I changed that, and it clearly worked for the big sections that I wanted to focus on. I didn't want to change too many variables, just like a normal science experiment. You don't want to change too many variables. But there's still some of the other areas, it's just the small details that are just suddenly catching little air bubbles. They've never done this before. Don't to get that straight. They've never done this before until suddenly they are catching air bubbles. Something is going on with how I'm rotating or how I'm pouring it or something. I mean, there's literally so many things to look at when casting this freaking helmet. Everyone else, they just pour in the resin, they just turn around and boom bang, it comes out. Not with this helmet. So, I really don't know. My research went from, just tap the cup, to, on the other inspection, was like, use your pressure pot. It's like, well, I can't, because this urethane resin cures in 3 minutes, and that takes, about a minute, and then by the time I accept, that's 30 seconds. So I really don't have any time to pour this. I can just not focus. Thank you. So as you can tell, I'm frustrated beyond belief right now. Like, I'm really freaking sick of this. I mean, those are 2 helmets. I probably already used half of the gallon unit right now, and those aren't worthy of anything except being destroyed. So I have to eliminate the air bubbles right from mixing. And one idea I tried is I had a mini heat gun. 3 seconds, no more than 3 seconds, it popped all the surface bubbles. Anything longer, there's just too much heat going into the total resin, and that's just creating and heat will drive the reaction, is a catalyst to that chemical reaction. I'm not casting another one today. I'm just really trying to sit and think, what are some other things that I can do to modify the process? I have a couple ideas with the air bubbles, not really heat related. I mean, that's really good to help get the surface bubbles, so I'm going to try and keep doing that. But I need to get something that vibrates really fast. And if there are any other builders that watch this, they might know what I'm talking about, or at least the process or the technique. The sad thing is, like, I'm down here and I'm just looking at them. Here, I'll show you. They look cool, right? It's like 2 helmets. That's the master, that's mine, and then of course there's the finished one over here. They look good, but then you get up close and there's just like unfilled parts. There's just some little air bubble. It's just, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the level is of, like, the level of perfection, if you will, for just a raw cast helmet kit. Like, when you buy it, how many little imperfections are you allowed, or like is acceptable? Because clearly doing it all by hand, it's impossible to get everything perfect. I mean, it seems like just little micro air bubbles are acceptable, but I just don't get the point of, what's the point of making a mold to make an exact copy if it doesn't come out as an exact copy? Like, What I'm thinking right now, guys, is I'm still working on the antenna stuff, and that's what I'm gonna be working on today. I'm gonna finish 3D mind those. I'm gonna start 3D printing that. But I don't know, just due to all the trouble that's been happening recently with these helmets, I'm not sure if I really want to keep my expectations to oh, I need a brand new helmet finished with visor lit up, with the antenna and all those lights. I'm not sure if I want to give myself that, expectation, more or less. The reason why is I'm already putting enough pressure on myself to get a helmet coming out right again. I don't get why I can solve the problems and have a routine of good helmets and then suddenly it doesn't work. Like, I don't get how a process can work consecutively and then it not work. I don't understand that. So what I'm saying is that I might just, I'm more focused on trying to learn here with each bad helmet cast per se. I am really focused on trying to learn what's going to work, what's not going to work, what's going to work better, what's not going to work better. I'm more worried about making sure I become a better builder, better, helmet molder / caster out of this than I am trying to get one helmet completely finished. To me, when rating those two goals, what's more important here? Having one helmet completely done with just some cool effects that can be done in just about any other project at any other time, or focus on trying to figure out how to make this helmet with these kinds of details to come out as flawless as possible. So then when I do other helmets that are going to be just as complex, maybe even more complex, I know I already learned methods that I can apply accordingly into that new helmet. One is basically going to be a temporary ooh and ah, and one is going to lead me to a long run of oohs and ahs. So that's kind of where I'm focused at. But what I can still do is that I'm with the helmet is I still have my helmet. I still love the way my helmet looks. I might actually add a couple other details. I mean, maybe I might actually add some other decals to it, and then kind of just weather over those. I mean, there's still some things I kind of want to try and do to it, just to modify it. But I will add the antenna. I am gonna actually add that. I do want to update you guys that there's a good chance there will not be a build log this week for the suit. As you can tell from all before, this week just wasn't a very successful prop week for me. I mean, you just have those weeks, I guess. I apologize for that, guys.
There will come a day when we will see the sunlight.